Motorola claims that Moto G5 Plus camera is flagship level, and in this video, we are going to find out by comparing it with the flagship HTC U Ultra. I'm Alex Ong from Mr. Techs, and you are now watching the camera comparison of the Motorola Moto G5 Plus and HTC U Ultra. Before we get into the test footage, let's clear off the specification for both. The camera specification for both smartphones is shown in the video now. You can pause the video here to have a good look. Both full review is available in this channel. I will leave the link in the description below if you are interested to see how both smartphones perform. During daylight, Moto G5 Plus and U Ultra perform similarly. Both is able to capture photos with good details, but the Moto G5 Plus tends to output more vibrant color photos, while the U Ultra output more true-to-life color photos. Although both Moto G5 Plus and U Ultra is able to capture good detailed photos, but when you zoom in, you'll find that U Ultra tends to produce cleaner photo while the Moto G5 Plus produce slightly grainy photo. As for high contrast photos, HTC U Ultra is able to capture more details in darker area and slightly brighter photos than the Motorola Moto G5 Plus. While the Moto G5 Plus produce darker photo, it also loses details and produce fuzzier photo than the U Ultra. When it comes to the well-lit indoor, both is still able to capture photos with good details, but like outdoor, Moto G5 Plus tends to produce grainy photo while the U Ultra produce cleaner photo. Which pork chop bun makes you hungry? As I mentioned previously, U Ultra is able to capture more details in high contrast situation, and in this photo, you will still able to see more details on the price tag shot by HTC U Ultra. Wow! You're only able to see the price on the price tag shot by Moto G5 Plus. If you like bokeh, then both smartphones will not disappoint you, as both also have huge aperture. Like I mentioned in the full review of the Moto G5 Plus, the focus when shooting macro is having some problem. It tends to fail to focus the spot where I tap to focus. Night shot is the segment where HTC U Ultra really shines. Although Motorola Moto G5 Plus have bigger aperture than the HTC U Ultra, but lacking OIS cause more time is needed when taking low light photo. Lacking of OIS also results shaky photos when the shutter speed is long. Overall, both smartphone is able to produce acceptable night shot But the Moto G5 Plus will produce noisier and lacking of details night photos. As for this shot, photo by Moto G5 Plus is unusable as the overall photo is very dark and lacking of details. Moto G5 Plus use lower ISO to retain the detail but end up producing unusable shot. Even though U Ultra uses higher ISO, it is still able to produce cleaner photo and brighter photo. As for video, Motorola Moto G5 Plus have more options than the HTC U Ultra. Moto G5 Plus is able to shoot 720p 120 frames per second slow motion, 1080p 30 frames per second, 1080p 60 frames per second, and 4K 30 frame video without time limit. While the HTC U Ultra is only able to shoot 720p 120 frames per second slow motion, 1080p 30 frames per second, and 4K 30 frames per second video with 6 minutes of time limit. Lacking of OIS really a problem when shooting while walking. Moto G5 Plus will produce shakier footage than the U Ultra. Thanks to the 4 microphones on the HTC U Ultra, you are able to shoot video with 3D audio. Besides that, you are able to record your video with high-res audio. When you choose to record your video in high-res audio, the footage will output in X265 high-efficient video codec file. During the week where I am going to conclude this video, Motorola Moto G5 Plus received an update that improved the video audio recording. I am forced to delay this video for further testing. However, I could not detect much improvement on the audio part. So, what do you guys think? Can the budget really beat the flagship? That is all for this video. Remember to subscribe for more Moto G5 Plus and HTC U Ultra coverage. If you like this kind of video, remember to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the Mr. Tech YouTube channel.